Hey guys, what's going on? So this is the new update, which is the beach, which has made a return from last year and with a few changes. So I'm going, so let's check it out and see what there is to do. So first off, from the beginning you see that there's the cooking area, which is a return from last time. As well as if you talk to Reina here, you'll be able to get a treasure map, which you'll be able to start doing tomorrow. Yeah, so you can randomly get these conch shells whenever you're skilling, so... And if you listen to it 10 times, you will get a title. As you can see, it's pretty much just marine jokes. Yeah, so once you talk with the conch shell 10 times, you get the Sunkissed title. So moving on, there's this store, which is... It has stuff from both this year and the last year, so... If you have rune coins, you can just buy them, though there are other ways to get these tokens, such as by defeating Claudia. So there's the Conga Eel Whip token, which is a override for melee weapons. The Ice Lolly Wand. The Water Balloon Launcher, which is for range 2-hand as opposed to the others, which are 1-hand. A Shark Fin token, which overrides Kates. A Claudia Wings override. The Coral Sword, and the Coral Dagger. From last year, there's the Bunting Whip token, the Stick of Rock, Throwing Starfish, the Snorkel Dragon Ring, Claudia Hat, and the Bucket Head. But there are more store options on the other side of the beach, so I'll get to those when I get to them. Also, as you can see, my temperature is increasing, and once you get to 100, you can't do anything else except for maybe defeat Claudia. As I was saying earlier, once you do all the activities, you will get a new title, which is the sensational title. And while doing the Hookaduck, you can randomly get a title called the Beachy King. So ice cream, I believe it drops your temperature down by either 50 or 100%, one of the two. So this is probably going to be the one that I spend the most time on. Also, the beach will be around until the 12th of September, so it's nearly a month. Overall, I'd say that the average one is probably the best option because although it's less experience, it's a higher chance, so overall you're getting more experience every 10 times. So moving on, I'm gonna go to the next door, which is just to show all the new items. There's a sand dunk rest mode, which it's where you basically put your head in the sand. There's a hacky sack rest emote, a new duck ring token as opposed to the dragon ring that the other one gives, and a lifeguard chair hat token. From the last year, there's the buried in sand rest emote, the surfboard emote, the beach ball throwing disc challenge gems, and the Masterwork music box. So as you can see, although I haven't been doing too much and still risen quite a bit for my temperature, so ice creams would be good to have. So even though you get these fish, you can deposit them at the grilling area, I believe. Yeah, right here. So you don't have to do too much with them. Oh, and one more you can do is coconut farming, which gives farming experience. And I suppose that in order to get the sensational title, you need to also do the terror bird racing. So overall, Claudia shouldn't be too long for now, only about 20 minutes. Okay, so I guess I gotta go to the bank first. So it was saying that you only have half an hour to complete the Terror Bird race. Which obviously I'm late to because I've been doing other things, so let's just see how far I can get in that time, so for now I think I'll just do some things at least until Claudia appears. Just gonna get those so that I can, when Claudia appears, I'm ready. So there are a few new pets that you can get from this. However, they are follower pets, so I do hope that sometime in the future they do find a way to make the override process easier so that more pets can be companion. Like, I do appreciate the designs and the animations of the free pets, which are a seahorse, a starfish, and a pufferfish. However, without the ability to override, they're just not gonna get much use, except that outside of skillers. Like, I would like to see them used, but as you can probably guess, using a pet that can't do anything and can't override any familiars, it just doesn't do all that much for the majority of players. So overall, it seems like for most players it would just be a wasted development. And there are way too many pets that are in the companion spot or in the follower spot too. At least compared to all the other ones. So I do hope that in the future they, like I was saying, they do find a way to ease the process of making combat animations for pet overrides, just so that when you do use a pet, it's actually viable. Actually, I have plenty of water balloons already in my bank. So getting 50 more doesn't seem like too much. At the moment, I am working on getting 99 hunters, and I only have 4 more skills that I need to get to 99 before I can wear the max cape. And so now that I have level 96, I can do ornate turtles, and when I'm not doing that, I can do other things. So after that, I'll probably move on to agility. So that one will probably be even more user intensive than Hunter is, considering that you have to do something every few seconds as opposed to traps, which you can sort of leave alone every few seconds or so. Invention might be the last one I get around to. I'm not sure. It depends on what level I get to with farming, but by the end of time that I get level 99 agility. So it should only be about 5 more minutes until Claudia. And from Claudia, you can get a few things if you help to defeat it, like there's ice cream, water balloons, barrel of monkeys, and the various tokens that I showed, as well as the pet tokens. So once Claudia appears, it should show a bit of rain. That's another pet that I don't understand why it's a follower. Like, you have to do so much to get it, and then I believe it's 25,000 chimes and 15 taijutsu. And then even after all that, you can't use it in combat. So it just doesn't make too much sense for me. So since it's not too much longer until Claudia, I'm just gonna do something I had forgotten to do, which is grab some runes. Sometimes I still forget that I'm not using a Armadillo battle staff anymore. So as you can see, it suddenly got darker and it started raining. So that's a sign that Claudia has appeared, although it would be nice if it showed up just a little bit earlier. Yeah, so you can also get these cocktails and this anti-sun potion. So now I'm just gonna wait until I can do the Terror Bird racing so that I can get the sensational title. It would have been nice if I had gotten at least one token, especially the pet. Although I have been ragging on them a little bit because they're not companion followers or companion instead of followers, but I do overall like them, so it would be nice to get them at some point. Although they're the only tokens that I've seen that you can't just buy with rune coins. Which is another thing I can get the understanding behind the idea of being able to buy them with rune coins, but it just adds more things that you can use to real world money to buy things and then sell them and make money. And also, some things in the game should just be left to trial and error, RNG, and trying to get something through effort. So I do hope to get 97 Hunter soon and 99 Hunter relatively soon. I've been doing ornate turtles and those moths in the wilderness. Because frankly I like doing moths because although it requires more user input I frankly like how there's with them there's less just waiting around, and sometimes with traps there'll be the creatures will just cause them to fail. Whereas with moths you can just get them to catch them and just immediately get them, or after a few seconds at best. So it won't be too much longer until the terror bird racing. So it would be interesting to see which happens first, how high I can get, or the terror bird. Overall, I am excited about the skilling pets that are coming next week. Although I do think that some of them that we've seen so far could have been better. Like the fire one, it's just the woodcutting one on fire, and the farming one is just a scarecrow, which we already got with the Halloween last year. So I do think that the raccoon one, which is the thieving pet, is pretty cool, although it is a bit cliche. And also, we already have a raccoon pet in the game, so there could have been other things that they could have gone with, like a weasel or a mongoose. Something like that. The rune crafting one is one where I really think that they got it right, which is that it's the dragon thing in RuneScape that you summon whenever for one of the tasks. So that one is utterly amazing, and I'm so glad that they went with that because it has been a wanted pet in the past. So I just hope that they go with that idea for a lot of the pets, and just simply that they don't go too gimmicky with them. Like I could imagine that the fletching one is just a wood cutting one, but cut up in various areas of it. The fishing one, on the other hand, that one's a bit more tricky, considering that there are a lot of fish that we can fish. So it could be like a shark, it could be a monkfish, it could be a rocktail. For all we know, it could even be like a chest. For the farming one, it'll probably be like those seasons pets where it's sort of like a sprout. That's kind of the idea that I could see them going with, considering the woodcutting and farming, fire making. Given I'm almost full, I could use the ice cream now, but I think that I'll just put these away and just go with the Terror Bird racing. Oh, and there is one other activity that I've forgotten to do, which is the beach rolling idea. Oh, I really should have checked that. And that too. Oh well, I still have 28 minutes left to do it, so it's not too much of a letdown, although obviously I wish I hadn't made that mistake. Okay, so I don't know where it is, honestly, so... And this is the river alone, so I should have passed it by now. Oh, I see now. And just one more to go for it. And I finally got into sensational title, which is nice. Getting 4,000 experience wasn't too bad either. Okay guys, so that's everything that there is. So I'm just gonna end it here. So it is pretty interesting and it does seem better than last year. So overall, I do like what they've done to it as well as the changes made. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.